So I've outlined some strategies that I think could be helpful as you go throughout these at least the next 6 months in the foreseeable future. So the number one is to use all government programs. So the loan that I really like is the SBA EIDL loan, which is Economic Injury Disaster Loan. It's roughly $150,000 and it comes with a $10,000 grant. Now you can get the $10,000 grant without taking the $150,000. So I always advise everybody to apply for this. And this is per group. So if you're an affiliated group, you're not going to get a whole bunch of different loans unless they're separate ownership. So it's a 30-year loan, 3.75% with 1 year deferred payments. And you can use it for working capital due to the economic injury. So things like buying PPE or changing your dining room around, not using it for the same things as the PPP is, but using it for other things, pay bills, accounts payable, things that you get behind on. It's a very, very valuable loan and it's inexpensive. At the end of the year, you'll start paying roughly $740, $750 a month over the next 25 years. And when you go to exit, which most people will, you can simply pay it off. There's no prepayment penalty. So it's a very, very good loan. The second one most of you are familiar with is the Paycheck Protection Program. Use it wisely. Don't blow it. So use it to build working capital. There's another round right now in the congressional debate. They're actually debating, the National Restaurant Association is working very diligently on the industry's behalf to extend some of these programs. One of them, the EIDL, they're trying to get some more money going that direction to extend it out. With the PPP, they're working with Congress on a new bill. Both the House and the Senate have it right around $120 billion. So that's about what we'll be working with. The overall qualification right now is your sales would need to be down at this point for Q2 or Q1. It was started at 50%. I think they've got it down to 35 or perhaps 30% now, being off prior year. And they're also working on the affiliation rules to make sure that groups can get these. The caveat there is if you got a great big loan the first time, it's going to be limited to $10 million together between the first and the second loan. And there'll be lots more detail to come, I'm sure, after we've all applied for the loans, as the first one went. It's a bit of a sarcasm there. So this time I think it's going to be more organized. The last thing is the SBA debt relief. And a lot of you that have SBA loans have had the luxury of having 6 months of paid principal and interest for your SBA loan. If you are in the market and can qualify for a new loan, it's not a bad strategy when you consider if you got a new loan before the end of September, somewhere around September 27th, I believe this closes up, you're able to get a new loan, you would have 6 months paid for you. So essentially 6 months out of your 7 years, if it was a 7-year loan, you'd have paid for you. And that can give you quite a bit of runway. So I like the combination of all three of these programs. There's a couple more that people brought up. One's the Restart. The second is the Restaurant Act of 2020. In a conference with the National Restaurant Association, they said that really the thing that is being focused on is that next round of PPP. So Restaurant Act of 2020 was introduced in June and really hasn't gotten much traction since. So we'll have to swing around to that a little bit later after this PPP is launched, the next round, which we expect sometime in September if they can get along and get a deal worked out.